Hey, it's party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show. I'm sitting here in Studio 22. Yes, it is the mothership, and we're just beaming you up right here with us because we got the guy at the helm, the puppet master, Mark Tate, sitting over here looking special. Special, Mark.
Well, thank you.
Corn Pop Mark.
Corn Pop Mark.
Corn Pop Mark. Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a gang of bad boys.
You got to look out for
My
him.
new favorite phrase. Right there, Joe Biden, Joe V. Corn Pop. That's what I'm talking about. I want a T-shirt, like a boxing match poster, Candice. I want a Corn Pop. The champ, Corn Pop, versus Joe Biden.
It'll be in the merchandise shop before they know it.
He knocked his teeth out. I went over there to the think tank today at the Blaze, and I said, why do y'all not have a Corn Pop shirt going? Y'all need a Corn Pop. He got the cancers, became a wheat thin. Party Foul Steve.
Hey.
Why don't you have a cool nickname like Corn Pop?
I got Party Foul Steve. That's just what I got.
I need to come up with. We need to name somebody Corn Pop.
Corn Pop.
Party Foul Steve.
Big Colonel Corn with an afro on top.
No, he said in those days, if you wore a pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. So we just put a shower cap on him.
I'm more of a Dapper Dan guy.
I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Oh my!
I was getting it for you, son, but it's gonna take me two weeks. Well, aren't y'all just a geographical oddity? You're 2 weeks from everywhere. Oh, name that movie, Candice. Can you do it?
I cannot.
Oh, brother, where art thou? One of the
I was
greatest
going to
comedies
say,
of all time.
I knew that one.
That
I
is
knew
a
an
good
answer
one.
to something. You wouldn't let me answer.
Dapper Dan, man. I mean, you're the one who started this whole process.
That's right.
One of my favorite, if not my favorite, comedies of all time. Today's episode brought to you by Genesis 950. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, we got to get into this. Y'all are going to love this episode. I'm pulling this one right out, and we're in your face with today's episode. And my guest is so upset with me. She's mad. I got Toni Powell. Katie Scarlett Powell. There she is right there. That is the wife. The blissfully wedded bride of Party Foul Steve Powell. Look at her.
You make it sound so positive.
It is. I know. Well, we're going to kill that myth. Today, we're going to kill that myth. We kind of match today, Toni.
We do.
My shirt's red, but it looks kind of orange on the screen there. So
it does.
We sort of kind of match.
I
You're
think so.
dressed up today. You had no expectation
No.
that we were going to do this.
No.
You just happened to pop by the studio, and I said, sit your butt down.
You did.
I told the puppet master, I said, turn the microphones on. We're going to talk. We're going to chat it up. Steve said, I don't even have to be on this episode. I said, no, you're going to sit there and you're going to take it.
Yes, because this is
I'm
therapy.
kind of scared.
You should be.
You're going to
should
sit
be.
there and you're going to take it, Party Foul.
That's right.
You have the two people in this world that know all my secrets.
Everything.
And
Yep.
they're having a conversation.
Yes.
Everything.
Scary.
So basically, our phone conversations and text messages are now going on the podcast.
There you go. So now, Toni, I don't know if you know this or not, Candice, but see now, Toni, I'm Toni's therapy in many ways, and she's mine. Like we'll be on the road, and she'll text message me something that Steve's doing, like texting her or talking. And by the way, they talk on the phone a lot.
We do.
They talk on the phone a lot. Like Jade and I don't talk on the phone very much. It's just not. We text, but we don't talk on the phone very much. Y'all communicate.
Yes.
And I'll
Yes.
give you that. We joke about it, stuff like that, but y'all talk.
Yes.
Y'all always have something you got to get off your chest. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I went by his hotel room the other day, and I was knocking. I was ready to leave the hotel and go to the airport. I was like
Yeah,
30
he hung
minutes
up
early.
on me because you were at the door.
And he's like, I got to. Like I caught him doing something.
I might have been. I was FaceTiming.
I could hear him. It's disgusting. I could hear him on the other side of the door just talking, and then I could hear him like there was just a tinge of pissed off in his voice when he goes, Chad's at my door, I gotta go. I'll call you back.
Well,
Which he never did, by the way. He never did.
And I'm like, who? Was that Toni on the phone? Well, yeah. And I said, what do y'all have to talk about all the time? He goes, well, you know, she's a therapist for everybody. So she's got to call to tell me their problems. Which, if anybody's talking to Toni about your problems in life, guess where it goes?
Oh, I don't tell him. I don't tell him
Sure,
because
tell me
no,
nothing.
I don't tell him nothing. He's a blabbermouth and will tell everyone.
He is a blabbermouth.
Oh, he is. You cannot trust him with anything like that. The juicier, the faster he's going to start talking.
He can't. He loves to know things.
Oh, yes, he does.
He's like,
And he likes to let you know he knows things.
yeah. And what he doesn't know, he'll make up.
Yes, he fills in the blanks himself.
Like his brain is just constantly thinking of things he wants to say.
Yes.
And you can always tell when he's talking about something that he actually knows something about. Like
Which
all
is
of a
not
sudden,
often,
It's not
but
often.
yes.
That's why you know. His eyes get wider. His head goes back like this, and he talks really slow so
Yes.
he doesn't mess it up. He's telling you the facts. And this time, I know they are the facts. And then he keeps holding that gaze at you, that stare with the eyes up.
Oh, wait.
And it's like, you know what, Steve? We all read the paper today.
Isn't that the-
But then starts getting louder and louder and louder as he's telling the story.
But the gaze that, Chad
Yes.
is just displaying, isn't that what you two both fell in love with?
No,
That's-
I tried to run. I tried to run.
Let's make some money here and support the show. And then I got some questions I want to ask you. And you guys are going to love this one because there's people out here watching this. We were talking the other day, like, y'all don't have a lot of carpet in your house. We don't have a lot of carpet in our house anymore. We've pretty much gone to the tile that looks like. But we do have rugs and things like that. And we have dogs. Y'all have dogs. And if there's folks out there who have rugs, have carpets, have those kind of things, and you got pets, those stains, those odors, I got the solution for you. Genesis 950. Don't replace your carpet. Don't replace your rugs. Get Genesis 950. It is an amazing pet stain and odor remover. All you got to do is take a little bit of water, and you take the Genesis 950. It breaks down the bonds of stains and odors so that they are gone for good. Antibacterial. It removes pet stains, odors from carpet, and padding. It can be used as a carpet cleaning in the machines. You rent those things at the grocery store. Big old things, yeah. And it's green. That's the big deal these days. So it's safe for your family and for your pets. So if you're tired of getting your, pet cleaners that don't work, get Genesis 950. You get 1 gallon of it. It's industrial strength Genesis 950. It's going to make up to 7 gallons of cleaner. Larger ratio can be required if you got old stains and odors. This stuff really, really works. Pretty phenomenal. Genesis 950, not just for pet stains, you can clean your entire house. You can clean your bathrooms, your kitchens, your countertops, your granite, your quartz, your garage floors, oil, grease stains, engines, wheels, tools, upholstery. So before you go out buying new stuff, especially new carpet, try Genesis 950. You can get it on Amazon.com. But if you order a gallon direct at Genesis950.com, you will receive a free spray bottle and discount using code BLAZE, BLAZE. Genesis950.com, Genesis950.com. Speaking of pet stains and odors, Party Foul Steve. We got in a rental car the other day in California, and it stunk.
Smelled like ass.
Do you sniff like that often?
It was good. It was not good. It was a Chevy Cruze. Rental car companies are the bane of my existence. As much as we have to travel, I despise it. I use Budget's Fast Break all the time, so I just show up and usually the keys are waiting on me. I just jump in the car and go, and Steve's driving, so whatever. And it's funny how many times you go to certain airports and they want to check your ID and your rental agreement, and Steve always gives them my driver's license like he's me, and they're like, and he's like, yeah, I used to look different.
They've never stopped us.
They've never stopped us. They've questioned, but they've never stopped us. And my driver's license is old. I mean, that's an old picture. It's like a 15-year-old picture in that thing, so I'm like a goofy kid. But anyway, how did you guys, Toni, how did you meet Steve?
We met at church.
Met at church.
We met at church.
Was he there voluntarily?
For an exorcism? No, he was. He was there voluntarily. He
was trying to pick up chicks, wasn't he?
Well, it worked.
Oh, Stephen. He gave me the thumbs up over there when I said that. Yeah, that's pretty funny, though. I mean, because, did your mama make you go to church, Steve? Was that the deal?
He was actually there by himself.
There by himself. What was the motivation, Steve?
Pick up chicks.
I love the Lord. I just love the Lord. Oh, Stephen. What city was this in?
Lufkin.
Lufkin, Texas.
Yes. Lufkin, Texas.
Now, why were you in Lufkin, Texas?
I had accepted a job at one of the hospitals there, and I was there looking for an apartment, set up all the utilities, that kind of thing. And so I had long weekend there.
Now, why were you in church? Pick up dudes?
No.
You just trying to find a community?
Basically,
Trying to
find
fit in over there?
find a church there, and
Yeah.
I went with my best friend from nursing school. She and I went with her family, and I saw him across the parking lot, and thought, I wonder if she knows who he is.
No kidding.
No kidding.
He had the short hair then?
Way shorter.
Yeah,
Much
way
shorter,
shorter. Yeah, he had that Marine Corps cut.
Had the Marine cut over
Yep.
there. Was he still kind of hunched over?
Yes, always.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
I
he
had-
knows how to stand any other
He
way.
can't- Yeah, that's why his back stays so messed up.
Exactly. But
get-
he likes Michelle, and how else is he going to get some other woman to rub on him?
I know, right? I like Michelle too. I need to go to the Back to Life clinic, Michelle Clinic. Yeah,
Hey, coming back to life.
she's getting you back 100%, son.
Yep.
But Party Foul, Steve, like
Does he even know what 100% is?
no,
Okay.
no. I told
Let me
him.
know
I told
if
him
you
the other
find out
day.
his 100% because I don't know what that is.
So when we're on the road and we're traveling with the bags and stuff, and Steve, one of his jobs is to help us get those bags moved from one place to the other. And I'm carrying everything, and I'm like, Steve, why are you even going on this trip? Like you can't carry anything.
Oh,
Can't
well,
move
you should
anything.
have heard him with his back when y'all were going to Canada.
Uh-huh.
And so, his back was bothering him then, and your gout was bothering you then.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm going to have to carry all the bags and Chad. Oh, I'm telling.
Oh, I know. He likes to cry about it. But you know what? The funny thing about Steve is I knew he was hurting that entire time. We were there for 4 days, and I knew he was hurting the entire time, but he really didn't complain. Like, he just sucked it up. And he really did. And I know he's
Yes.
complaining to you, but he was sucking it up. But when he got back home, that's when he kind of let it go. And he's like, ugh. Like he was prepping. Like he was really prepping for that 40-minute drive from the airport back home to you so he could really pour it all out on you.
And he did. He walks in the house all but, crawling on the floor and tells me I need to go unload the car.
Yeah. So
Tells me.
that's different than normal?
No, not really.
Like you met this man in church, and now virtually you're an alcoholic because
Yes.
you have to deal with him. Like,
That's
do
the
you
only
see how
way.
20 years with you guys together is done?
Yes, it's destroyed everything within me. But I do believe in a life of servitude, and this is my life's charity.
It really is. It really is. It's
thank
almost
y'all.
like your cross to bear.
Yes, it is.
Either that or it's that thorn of affliction that you've got to carry around, to keep you humble.
Either way, it's painful.
Yeah. That's funny. But y'all have crisscrossed the country together. Y'all have
Yes.
lived all over the place. And I mean, because you were a travel nurse.
Yes, that is
How many
correct.
places were y'all living? Because you were in Buda, Texas.
Buda, Texas.
And then y'all went to where, Montana or someplace?
We went to San Angelo, and then we went to Montana. Then we went to New Hampshire, and then South Carolina, and in
Michigan.
South Carolina. Oh yeah, Michigan. I forgot about Michigan. Thank you. Michigan was the phone call.
Yeah.
That was the faithful phone call.
Mm-hmm. And I said, you're coming to work.
Uh-huh.
And then y'all went to Greenville, South Carolina. And Steve
Correct.
was having to meet me.
Everywhere.
He was having to
wherever you
fly
went.
across the country and meet me. And then y'all moved back to Fort Worth
We
area.
moved back here because of you.
For me.
Just for you.
I love it. It's good. I think I've been a pretty good boss for Steve. I think
I
I've been a
think
good
you
little,
have been fantastic.
a good little object lesson, and something he can emulate on a daily basis, something he can aspire to
If
be.
he could see past himself, yes.
Steve, can you
I
handle
love y'all
this?
too. I love y'all too.
We love you, man, but it's just time to be fair about it all. If you consider someone who therapeutically and clinically has been diagnosed with pure narcissism, Steve pretty much sums it up.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He is the poster child.
If you can't love yourself, how can you expect anyone else to love yourself?
But see,
So.
most normal people, that was spoken like a true narcissist. Because most people would say, if you can't love yourself, well, how do you expect to love others? But Steve said, I love me so everyone else can love me too.
Correct.
See that little turn in there, Steve? Yeah. Spoken like a true narcissist.
Because nobody loves Steve like Steve loves Steve.
Yeah. I mean, we're still in birthday month, technically.
Well, yeah, and he's planning next year already.
Yeah. You'll be 50 next year, won't you?
50, the big 50. So it's going to take a year of planning.
You're a good-looking man for 50. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I'll give you.
Still got all my hair. It's my own. Bring it with me everywhere I go.
Anyone who watches this podcast, have you ever known, anybody like that? Like, anytime a reference to Steve's hair is made, he takes the hat off and he starts running his fingers through it.
That's because I'm blessed to have it. I know. You should see my grandfather's.
And y'all are blessed to be able to see it.
Yes.
Just want to share my blessings.
If you come out on the road and see us, like we'll be out, we're going to Des Moines, Iowa next week. We're going to be in Omaha, Nebraska. We're going to be in Kansas City. We're going to be in Napa Valley. Going to be in Fresno, California. If you give Steve $5, he will let you touch his hair.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Pays the rent.
He'll let you do it for free.
He likes to prostitute himself out.
I'm trying. So Steve has this new thing going on, which I am just laughing at. Like, so Steve's
just one thing.
Well, there's a couple of things. He's got the partyfoulnation.com, which is the T-shirts and stuff like that, which I love. It's fun because he's got this whole party line, barbecue rubs and stuff. And Steve, now we could bust his balls all day long, and will, but. Like, he converted his bedroom into a new distribution center for all the merch stuff and all that. I mean, he's a faithful cat. He gets the stuff mailed out on time. I mean, it's rocking and rolling. But then he came out with this new idea that he's going to put on another subscriber network where he's got his kind of on-the-road, behind-the-scenes videos that he's been making. Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you're at in them, but he's in them.
It's called On the Road with Chad. I've yet to be in one. I've yet to be in one.
But I was kind of bedridden while I was learning to do all the editing and stuff. There's a lot involved in. It's not that much, but I mean, I didn't have nothing else to do except sit in bed and learn how to edit videos and stuff. So they're all of me laying in bed.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've synced them. We synced them.
You hadn't seen the Pornhub ones, though.
Him and Corn Pop. So the other day he picks me up and we're headed to the airport and he's got the video camera going. He's got the phone going. It's both of us. And we're talking. He's trying to have a... And then we land. We get to the airport. He's talking on the phone.
There's nothing new about any of this that you're saying so far.
And then we're on the airplane and he's got the video camera on there. And then that night we're going to the show and then we're in the green room and then it's after the show and then we're having a drink and then we're at the hotel and then the next morning we get in there and I'm trying to eat breakfast, from like Chick-fil-A on the way back to the airport and I'm like, turn that damn thing off. Like, just give me a minute without that video camera.
He'll follow you to the bathroom if you let him.
I know he will. I think he's doing it whether I let him or not.
Well, I have this great idea and this concept of a video of behind the scenes on the road with Chad Prather. So I have to start somewhere. I think it could be a huge hit. Yeah. And I think it could, and I'm trying to figure out a way to make money doing it.
Yeah. Well,
so
you'll be putting the information out. I mean, everybody needs. First of all, people need to be on Facebook. They need to be following Party Foul Steve.
Yeah.
You got a page. They need to be following Party Foul Nation, which is another deal. And it's grown up.
Yeah.
It's got a good little bit of numbers on there.
It's going.
Yeah. Just one big shrine to Steve in the grand scheme of things.
And that differs.
But now, have you noticed, Toni, like in the last, let's say, year, especially since we've been doing this podcast in this studio and dealing so much with politics and stuff like that, like Steve, all of a sudden, he doesn't want to admit it, but he's kind of become a little political junkie. Like now he's listening to Patriot Network on Sirius XM. Mm-hmm. I get in and there's David Webb or there's Andrew Wilkow on the radio. They're talking about it. And Steve knows about all the stuff. Like he'll check on Twitter just to see what's happening.
Oh, his little light of mine shines all hours of the night because that's what he's over there doing. He's scrolling through Twitter and like, if you do not turn that off.
I know. The other night, you guys went out. You guys went out in Fort Worth.
We did.
We had to leave the next morning. He was coming to pick me up at what time, Steve? 5:30?
6:30.
He was supposed to be at your house at 6:30.
Okay, 6:30. And he was. He got there at 6:27.
He did.
Steve's never late for anything.
I know.
But I get scared. Like Steve's philosophy of I'm going to be early, so I'm going to be an hour early, but now I want to be an hour early for the hour early.
Yes.
So I'm 2 hours early from when I need you to be. Like if I tell you to pick me up at 8 o'clock, I need every minute up till 8 o'clock. There's a reason I said 8 o'clock. Steve will come in our house and start knocking on the bedroom door at 7. Hey y'all, hey, y'all up? What are y'all doing? And then this is funny. So y'all went out that night.
We did.
And I'm seeing pictures of Steve, hanging out at our buddy at the Stampede down in the Fort Worth Stockyard, Derek Sheeler's place, Derek and Luke. They got the new, what's it called? Fort Worth?
Stampede.
The Stampede. And it's great little bar, dance club, whole thing, honky tonk, live music venue.
It was that night for sure.
They were hopping.
Some type of
yes, they were. It was
sorority.
It was a
College sorority
frat
night.
party, something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing pictures he's posting on social media, and I'm like, he's like, man, this party in here, it's a, what'd you say, it was a show or
storm.
storm?
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you ain't at my house at 6:30 in the morning, it's going to be a whole different kind of storm. Of course, we just joking around like we do. And people, of course, they jumped on that and they loved it. But Steve texts me at 1:30 in the morning. I had already gone to sleep because I went to bed at like 10 o'clock because I'm responsible. And he texts me at 1:30 in the morning, I'll be there to get you. I'm like, you're not even in the bed. You're not asleep, dude.
We
so he
weren't
picks me
home
up.
yet.
I know you weren't. And I trust me, baby. I know. And so I get 6:30 the next morning. I get in the car, and I know what I'm going to get. I get silent Steve, right? He's grumbling. He's looking at his phone. No. Let me tell this story. He's grumbling. He's looking at his phone because Steve's always looking. I get in, he puts it in reverse. I'm like, now, how are you feeling? He goes, man, I got 5 hours of solid sleep. And I'm like, you literally were texting me 4.5 hours ago. So there's no way you got 5 hours of sleep. Yeah, I got 5 hours. Like,
And you count sleeping in the Uber.
Yes, yeah. So, needless to say, we got to California, got checked into the hotel. We went to lunch before that, and Steve just sat and stared at the wall while we were trying to eat lunch because he was so tired. We got over to the hotel. I didn't hear a peep from him until it was time to go to the venue.
I got a good nap.
You got a good nap. So, God bless you on this one. God bless you with this kid.
I think our 4 children were easier all rolled into one than him.
Yeah. He's a full-time job.
He is.
He really is. I don't know why we do what we do.
That
We love him.
we do.
That's the thing.
We do.
I text you all the time, and I'm like, yeah, but we love him.
Sometimes
And
we
you're
have to remind each other of
yes,
that.
we have to keep telling ourselves that we do.
Because either that or he's going to find himself smothered with a pillow sometime.
Ooh, put that on tape. There we go.
He's going to be on an episode of Snap.
That's all she watches is IDTV all the time. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, that's just a constant reminder that it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we found the man's body. Rolled in a carpet.
There's no bossy toe, though.
Yeah,
So
shoved
we're good.
into the recycling bin. Oh, my gosh. And
wearing
a
a-
receipt for a wood chipper.
He's wearing a PFAF shirt. Took him to the grave.
Around his mouth, gagged, soaked in gasoline. Oh my gosh! No, Steve's funny. Like I've never. Look, and again, I say all this, and everybody's going to be like, "You're so mean to Steve." No, I would not travel with another grown man like I travel with Steve. Steve's the only option. Like if Steve stopped tomorrow and said, screw it, I won the lottery, I'm out, I quit. I'd be in trouble because I'm like, who's going to go? Who's going to put up with this?
Well, first of all, that's not going to happen because that means he stays home, and we're not having that.
like Jade admitted on the podcast recently, she's talked about how she likes when I leave. She likes when I come home, but she likes when I leave. You're a fan of the leaving.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you've told me before, you're like, you got to keep him longer than one day.
Yeah.
Like
I have, texted you or called you and said, can you please come get him?
Yeah. Yeah. But Steve likes to go too. We're
does.
road warriors.
Yes.
Sometimes Steve's like, I've been sitting on the curb with my bag since 2:30 and ready to go. But, You texted me the other day and you said, we were at the airport. God, where did we come in from? Oh, that was from Missouri. And Steve's bag had not shown up.
Oh.
And he was screaming.
Yes,
hey!
that.
Somebody sticks their head out of the little bag office and goes, Steve Powell? Yeah, that's me! And here he comes, humping that backpack he's got on. That's me! Here I am! And he was that loud. And I'm like, he's 100 yards away. Hi! Like they're going to set his bag on fire if he doesn't get there quick enough. Hi, I'm over here!
That sounds like It's a Wonderful Life.
Y'all save us alone! Hey, y'all save us alone! So, anyway, they lost his bag. And they were going to ship it to his house.
I heard all about that from that moment on until that bag showed up.
You texted me and you said, is he drunk? And I said, because again, you just texted me. I'm at the airport. She goes, is he drunk? Yes. That's all I said. You said, can you please leave him at the airport?
And take his phone so he can't call for help.
Yeah. Just leave him at the airport.
Just leave him at the baggage claim. He can just write it.
Put him on the conveyor. He's going back to Missouri.
You might go find your bag.
Maybe you could ride home with the bag. Put him in the van. But they had that bag to you pretty quick, huh?
The bag made it home before I did.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did take a little detour, but...
Where'd you go?
Where did I go? I don't remember. Took a little detour.
Dang.
It's Steve.
Steve, who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Party foul. People always say, why do you call him party foul? I said, just hang around.
It don't take long to figure it out.
Just hang around. You'll see.
Does not take long at all.
You'll see. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't go anywhere without him. I've seen him get in some people's faces when they needed their faces gotten into.
That's scary, though. When that happens, it's
like
it's
over,
great
like,
to
boom,
watch,
like
but it's scary.
Like the switch just flipped.
And then you're like, who the hell is that?
I remember the first time, because we were doing a show in Florida. I want to say we were West Palm Beach or something like that.
Yes.
And this guy kept bugging us at the bar.
Yes.
And Steve grabbed him. I was like, that was the first time I'd ever seen that. Like Steve pop out.
Oh, that side of him?
Yeah.
It's very rare, but when
I
it
was like,
happens,
all right.
it's freaky.
Tony likes it. I did it at one of her Christmas parties one year. And
Well, okay, it was kind of hot.
It turned her on.
Yeah, it turned you on, didn't it? Kind of turned me on, I got to admit, when we were in West Palm. I was like, hey, bro, come back here. Take one for the team. This is hot. This is hot. And Steve just kind of went Fabio and fluffed his hair around like that. Now, you like Steve's hair. You like it long.
Yes.
You like it long.
I do.
You don't want him to get it cut.
Now,
be honest. Come on.
Love the Marine Corps cut.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do, but yeah, I like it long.
Yeah.
I don't want it much longer than that. I mean, Jesus's hair wasn't that long.
We don't know.
We don't know. He might have had afro.
But it does make it a whole lot easier to grab him by the hair and rein him in and snap his head back.
Now, y'all have a lot of sex. Let's talk about that. Y'all have a
dear
lot
God.
of...
You know my daughter's sitting over
I know.
here.
She's... Well, y'all... Like, they're never not... Y'all are never not having sex.
That's true.
I mean, it's crazy, y'all's life over there.
Yeah.
Like, I can smell the pheromones from here. Like you guys.
Does it work for you?
Y'all just, well, a little bit. Y'all just ooze it out, man. I mean, just like, and I'm like, dang, somebody's in heat.
That's
all the time.
Steve got on the GetRoman.com. I gave it to him.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
She noticed the
screams
difference.
your name almost as often.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
I'm like, thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad.
Like Steve was like, I don't even need the GetRoman.com. I was like, well, I'll just try it. And so, and then boom, there it was. And the next thing you know, he needed the Genesis 950 to clean up the stains on the carpet. And that's how you sell product, people, right there. No, my mother's blushing right now. It's party time, Mom. Stay horned. But like it's you. It's not necessarily him. Like he's like an object for you. Like he's just like, go in there. I need you to go in there and lay down. I'll be there in a minute.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even with his bad back, there's no wonder he's not getting any better. Tony, you won't leave the man alone.
I kind of like them most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, you're like, okay, rock and roll. I mean, you're not wearing underwear right now, Toni. Golly. Steve?
I didn't realize it was a requirement.
It's not a requirement.
Okay.
It's not a requirement. But you guys, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all have a good marriage. Y'all have a fun marriage.
We do.
Y'all have a fun marriage. As much as we like to joke about Steve and have a good time, I mean, y'all are family. We're all family.
Yes.
And we have a good time. But y'all have a good marriage. I'm always holding you guys up as an example of what to do and what not to do. Both. But I'm like, the one thing, and we joke about how much y'all talk, but y'all do communicate.
We
It's
do.
good. And you have your way of communicating.
We do.
Like, one of the fun things that I enjoy about you guys is like y'all fight, communicate.
Spar.
You
We don't
spar.
fight.
Okay,
we
that's a
spar.
good way to
we
put
spar. We don't fight. I think in
Fight is a strong word. Y'all
fight
aren't
is
truly fighting.
No. I think in 20 years, if you want to say we've had like fights, maybe 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, true knockdown, drag out, nasty
Well, no,
fights.
we didn't knock anybody down. That's not
Not
exaggerate.
physical.
Nobody got
knockdown.
drug out.
Nobody
no,
got drug
nothing like
out.
that. But I
No
mean,
one
the
got
yelling
knocked.
and the screaming,
Totally
and
know what you mean.
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as, but we do spar, a lot. But that's okay. Keeps it exciting. But I do. But
Y'all like, and then y'all have a little makeup tub. And,
well, you got to have that.
Yeah.
What's the fun of sparring if you can't have makeup sex?
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, or you can just
Jordan, your 16-year-old daughter who's sitting across the room over here, she actually moved bedrooms.
She did,
Like, her bedroom shared a wall with y'all's bedroom.
did.
And she moved.
of course.
So now she's got a buffer.
She does.
Love it at the Powell house.
Yeah,
Gotta love it
yeah.
at the Powell house.
But
Something to be admired. Home fires are burning, man. 20 years of marriage, and he's 50 years old and hopped up on drugs. It's good stuff. I love it. But you guys, y'all do spar, but we have a good time. Like, y'all will come over to our house, we'll come over to your house, we sit in the driveway. We're rednecks.
Yes.
We just sit in the driveway,
Simple.
smoke some cigars, and
Yes.
sip a little apple juice, and you know, you never sit still long enough. You're always up, down, up, down, up, down.
I know. He gets on to me about that.
You're
He's
one of
like,
those goers and doers.
She's got to get her steps in.
Yeah.
that's
Well, apparently she's getting enough exercise at night, bud. She sexed for 3 miles. From what you tell me, she's doing all the work.
Yeah.
Party
As of
foul.
lately, yes.
Yeah, as of lately. No,
yeah. He got upset last night. I'm like, dude, this is not going to become a pattern here
he got upset.
because he had to put a little more effort into it.
Well, you've told me before that he's gotten upset, like tell you you're doing something wrong.
Well, all the time. I'm constantly.
This is a narcissist having sex.
Yes. So
Right?
he constantly is letting me know how I can do it differently, which is code for do it his way.
Steve?
I think a healthy sex life is good for marriage.
Yeah, but are you giving basically sex for dummies tips while she's...
No.
Because you're oversexed.
What is oversexed?
It's like you take 3 showers a day.
Yeah, I can.
Like everything you do in multiples.
Yeah. Probably.
Like once
Not
is
quite
never
everything.
once is never enough. Oh, yeah. I mean, a healthy sex life, but you might have an addiction, Steve.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, Toni does.
Yeah, I know she does.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
I know you are.
There's worse things to be addicted to.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. Y'all are fun. I love y'all.
We love you too.
And you have an addiction in the Houston Astros.
I do.
Like, it doesn't matter. You'll watch the Houston Astros on the phone sitting in church.
I would.
Like,
I do.
You're never not watching them. We'll go all out. Like,
It's
we had a big
162 games in the regular season. That's not even playoffs.
we had the birthday dinner for Steve the other night, and you sat there at the table with everybody just watching. Like, I remember one night we had all gone over here to the restaurant around the corner, and there was, I don't know, 8 or 9 people that sitting there at the table, and you sat down at the end. You happened to be with us that night, and you're watching the Astros on TV, and you never said a word. Like to no one. You were totally antisocial. Like nothing. But you don't think of yourself that way. Like you don't, like you were just quiet. And I'm like,
oh no,
and I was like,
I know.
you get quiet. You get wrapped up in your little deal. And then you texted me afterwards. You go, that was the most fun night I've had. I just enjoyed that. We just had a blast. And I was like, Were you even there?
This is not about me, Chad. This is about Steve.
you, little. It's about you, little.
Tony's an observer.
I am
Like,
a big observer.
Sitting in a room full of people, she's an observer. She observes everything. She doesn't miss anything that goes on. She knows, but she lets me be me. So I get to.
And that's a beautiful thing. Because that's a hard thing. Yeah. My wife's the same way. She's like, you do you, as annoying as I can be with all of that stuff. She's like, you're going to do you. Mm-hmm. I learned a long time ago, just take the mask off and just be yourself. It's the only way to be happy in life.
Well, if I can't let him be him, then I've kind of messed up somewhere, because that is who I married, right? So I did not marry him expecting him to change.
Yeah.
The plan in my mind was, this is who he's always going to be.
Well, and that's the problem with a lot of men and women especially when it comes to men, is they think, I can fix him.
I didn't think he was that kind of broken.
Yeah. But you admit, you've seen that over and over.
Absolutely.
And then men are just going to be.
Men marry women hoping they won't change, and women marry men hoping they will. Yeah. And that's.
Yeah.
I didn't want to change him. I wanted, this is the person I met, this is the person I saw, and this is the person I envisioned spending my life with. Yeah. And truthfully, in all things aside, I would rather go through the worst of everything with him than the best of anything with anyone else, just because of the person that he is.
That's a good one, Steve. See?
Y'all making my heart pound.
That's a Hallmark card, buddy.
It's really kind of putrid, right?
No, it's good. It's profound. It's profound. And that's why you don't have to have a relationship that looks like anybody else's.
Nope.
You don't try to keep up with the Joneses in any way, shape, or form. Everybody has their problems. Have your relationship, maintain your individuality, be able to come together as a couple, and have that person that you'd rather be with than any person on the planet. And that's what you do. And your relationship doesn't have to be like anybody else's.
I would hope not, because we aren't anyone else.
That's the damn truth.
I mean, we're not anyone
else.
But
I love that about you guys. I always have. Y'all are a full spoon of medicine. Y'all are a big spoon.
Yeah. We like to spoon.
Well. Things I want to say, but Mom's already mad at me. So anyway.
Really? You don't think your mama's not going to talk to me?
Yeah, I know. Mom will spill it. My mom, she actually I told Mom the other day, I said, I'm gonna fly to Georgia. I'm gonna pick you up and drive you back, because there's some furniture there that I bought that I want to come back, and the only way I know to get it back is just to bring it myself. So when I get Mom here, she's gonna sit right there. We're gonna tie her to that chair. We'll be in the new studio by then, but I'm gonna tie her.
That'd be great.
We're gonna make her talk, and they're gonna love it.
Can we have a list of questions?
Oh God, yeah. It's gonna be multiple episodes, Candace. We're gonna do multiple episodes with my
Prather,
mom.
please tell us all about Chad.
And she will too. She'll make up she's like Steve. She'll make up stuff that she doesn't know,
and you'll believe it,
because everybody believes her. My mom's a trip.
Oh, that she is.
Yeah. Ooh, she's something else. BlazeTV.com/humor. Use promo code Chad. Go sign up. Find all things Party Foul at partyfoulnation.com, right?
Yeah.
Follow him on Facebook, social media, all the good stuff. Instagram, Party Foul Steve. You can find us out on the road. Steve's at every show. WatchChad.com has every date we're doing, and some we're not. Because some have been canceled. Some we're not doing. And we've got, these promoters, sometimes they're like, oh, well, no, we don't want to do this now. And so we have to cancel them. And then people say, why did you cancel the show? Well, because I didn't want to come make money. We don't cancel shows on our own. People, it's just a business. So anyway.
No, I need you to book those shows, because I need him to go.
Need to go. I know. Need him to go. All right. Thank you for enduring and putting up with it.
My pleasure.
It wasn't that hard. See, it was virtually painless. We talked about your sex life, Tony.
I know.
And guess what? His mom's going to watch.
I know. Yeah. That's going to be great.
It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time with it.
I'm only sitting here because you asked me to.
I know. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. Candace, Queen of the Ethiopians. This was a fun episode.
I did like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have to do this again in installments.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Party Foul Steve. He's got his ass chapped and everything over there talking about it.
But in the end, I felt really good.
Did you see? I tell you, dude, I am a redneck Oprah. I know how to bring things full circle and get to a point where everybody's crying. Like we can talk about, the hard, down and dirty life under the bridge stuff, but then at the end, everybody feels loved. Our hearts are swollen with compassion and pride and empathy.
You'll be passing out cars before you know it.
I think I turned Toni on a little bit.
I think
Probably.
you did.
Yeah.
As long as she goes home and takes it out on me, we're good.
See, that's the deal.
And
You're welcome,
his back's
Steve.
still not going to get better.
Steve, maybe you need to just sit in traction. I'll run this one out for you. Hey, guys, I love y'all. Thanks, Mark, for running the show here. And, of course, Party Foul Steve, thanks for having thick skin, buddy. We have a good time. We're going to get out on the road, come see you guys. So come check us out, watchchad.com. I want to see you out there on the road. Go to Genesis950.com, Genesis950.com, and get yourself cleaned up. I love y'all. God bless you. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.